to do battle at South Melbourne. Hellas hosting Heidelberg United Alexander round 5 of the NPL here in Victoria season 2023. They finished minor premiers, winning the premiership last year, lost the grand final, of course. And the Warriors, well, they are looking down a very long barrel at the moment and be hoping to produce something special. Still no Farless, still no... there's a few out, isn't there? Ashton and... oh, look, I've got the list there, but I can't see the damn thing. As we get ready for a start here at Lakeside, it's a pretty little start. It doesn't have a tree-lined end, but South Melbourne will get first use of the football, heading to the lake end of the ground. On this Friday night, round 5 action, South Melbourne top of the ladder. They lead the competition in so many statistics. And the Warriors, who've only scored 1 goal in the first 4 games of the season, deep in attacking territory down at right lane. Josh Penn, the North Queensland Cowboy, launches it into no man's land, away by Jeeba. That was really good stuff then by Lesiotis, I think. He's all right, the young fella, Lesiotis. Well, he tried to do just a little too much then, I think, Wilson, and South Melbourne will stream away. Brennan went outside and he was off target as well. But where it was a very long walk. Kenny got up, Shepherd left foot, and that's in. And Kane Shepherd, the good Shepherd. And all of a sudden, the Warriors, and we predicted this before, we were talking about this before the game, on 6:45, and that was Kane Shepherd to put the Warriors in front. Only their second goal of the season. Kane Shepherd got the only goal for Heidelberg here last year in a 3-1 loss. But this time around, he's put the Warriors in the lead. Kenny Athea was majestic in the air then to bring the ball down neatly, and Shepherd was running out of angle, but he gets the go-ahead goal under lights in front of a sparse crowd on this Friday night in the NPL Victoria 2023, thanks to Windsor Management Insurance Brokers and Melbourne City Toyota. Came asunder against Oakley last week. Maybe that was a lesson they needed to learn. And I know that sounds a little bit silly, but maybe it's just shocked them into a reality check of where they're at. As South Melbourne stream away, there was calls for offside, and that is a big old miss in the end, I reckon, from... Who is that?
That Langlois, Greg.
It might be, Johnny. Well, he scored 3 this year. Langlois is their top scorer, actually.
And you had that virtually on a plate and just scuffed it wide, Greg, in the end. He'd be disappointed with that effort, but that all started from...
it was Langlois as well, Johnny. Yeah. He scored 3 this year. Don't I just say that? I'm repeating myself.
Well, he's been a bit of a talisman for South Melbourne in the last couple of seasons.
That was interesting between Shepherd and El Masri. Habib wanted something but wasn't there. Schroen for Norton, and out of play. Bit of a scramble at the moment. Anthony Theo, stop start. I reckon he's had a bit of a rinse through his hair too, Johnny. Anthony Theo. I think he looks vibrant. He's got vibrant hair, Johnny, unlike yours. It's like a dead rug, isn't it? Well done by Kenny. Habib scampers through, lopes through, gets to the top of the penalty area, hooks it in. The square ball for Wilson was looking okay, and in the end it was Ben Jeeba who puts it out of play and scored to the Warriors. That was a great move. That was spectacular. And Habib, with that running style of his, he's sweet and smooth on the ground, isn't he?
Well, he is, Greg. And once again, Kenny Athea showing his just now some intelligence, setting up the play again, using his strength to force the ball free. And, great play by Habib, almost unlocked the South defence.
So it is a corner to the Warriors. We've played 27 and 1/2. And a gripping struggle at Lakeside tonight. Arching the back was Shepherd. Belted clear unceremoniously. Anthony Theodoropoulos is back there.
Circumstance that 2 of the teams have dominated, as you said, Greg.
How about that? The foot in from AJ was magnificent. He timed it perfectly. It was
Alan Webb was through otherwise.
He timed it like getting a flambe out of the oven right on time. I don't know what a flambe is.
It was rising.
You know too much. What's a flambeau then, smarty pants? Throw in.
French.
Mikela, he sent it spinning to the feet of Brad Norton, but the Warriors relieved the pressure.
Well, they switched off for a minute there, but Lesiotis was on hand to stab it wide. But, you don't want to be giving a player like Brad Norton that much space.
But that was the come-in spinner, wasn't it? Because Mikela's been launching them into the hot spot, but just then he went low and hard for Norton, who was ghosting down that left-hand side. South Melbourne corner, they're down by 1. Norton again, and the left footer is sweet, and Hayden Brown. Well, he got a hand to it. I reckon it was heading toward the top corner, or was it? But Hayden Brown, he's gone up against the woodwork, and right now he's come off second best. So it's woodwork 1, Hayden Brown 0. I hope he's okay, Johnny. 32 played. Warriors lead by 1. Kane Shepherd, the only goal scorer of the game. And Hayden Brown, yeah, he's good as gold. It's good as gold, Johnny.
I just might have got momentarily stunned by that.
Well, you go and walk into a pole. Can you do it at half-time? Tell me how you're feeling. Corner to South Melbourne, and well, it's calling handball from rubbish. Out of play.
They're saying it came off a Heidelberg defender.
I'll tell you what I've noted. Mikela with the corner, that dangerous, and Hayden Brown. He got an easy take in the end, and he got an easy look as it came spinning in, so he'd be happy about that. Hayden Brown, the former St Albans goalkeeper. Yes, but how still it is here at Lakeside tonight. It really is. As Norton glances the header back to his goalkeeper. In terms of Zara and the coach, but of course important in context of the season. South Melbourne would love to get on the scoreboard before the break. Holding his ground was Shepherd. He's looking much stronger, the good Shepherd this afternoon or this evening, as the curtain is drawn on his drama here on a Friday night under lights. Oh, I don't have to say anything. You heard it here first, Johnny. We're going to get music in a minute. Quiz summary. Kane Shepherd, the only goal of the game, thanks to Melbourne City Toyota and Windsor Management Insurance Brokers. Welcome back to HUFC TV on this Friday night at Lakeside Stadium here in South Melbourne on Grand Prix. Is it Grand Prix weekend? I don't even actually know, Johnny. The car's going around this weekend. Warriors up by a goal to 0. Speaking of cars going round, the Warriors have been playing like a well-oiled machine, like they've just rolled off the showroom floor, Johnny. Kane Shepherd with the only goal of the game on 6 minutes, and he's going to get the restart for the Warriors as they head toward the left of screen, the scoreboard into the lake end of this storied stadium now. It's about 25 years old now as Shepherd goes high. Josh Pinn is knocked unceremoniously to the deck. Play goes on around him. He's out of play and finally pummeled out of play by Jamie Wilson. Habib, he controlled it well. Found the option of Shepherd for Kenny. Kenny, edge of the box, dance steps. Kenny again. Oh, he nearly gave himself that angle. And Kane Shepherd, so very close. The good Shepherd. And that's Habib who's down. Johnny?
Well, again, great work by Anthony Theo starting off that move, and they spread it wide, and Kenny Atthew again at the heart of it, and Kane Shepherd on the turn just wide of the post. I would have loved the second there, Greg.
For some reason Kane Shepherd looks stronger than he has done all year.
Perhaps looked up for the battle this evening.
Crashed to the ground, good on him, fair play to him. He got straight back up again as Zara in a foot race against Suleimani, and Suleimani gets the throw in, threads it, well done. Well, Suleimani again, he's been pivotal early in the second half, and the whack and the bang. Who was it, John? That was Langlois.
Yeah.
That was Langlois again.
Yeah,
he wants it because he's scored already 3 times this year.
He moved into that little pocket in between the lines that time and got the return ball, and the shot in the end was wide enough for comfort, but great work there by the South Melbourne talisman.
There's a few bugs doing the rounds up here in the top of the grandstand. I've just got one crawled up my snout. I've got a nose full of something. Oh God!
It's a thrip city.
Oh, it's a thrip, is it? I got a thrip up my nose, John.
Oh.
Who would expect? You don't expect that, do you? Suleimani. Oh, around the corner ball for Webb, and matching strides with him was AJ, the security guard, and says, Not on that occasion, Alan Webb, and it's going to be a corner to South Melbourne. Almost lost. Anthony Theo just overran it. Thrown down the line. You've got to check this kid's name. Is it? All right, beautiful. Here they come again. And Hayden Brown. Oh, that was assertive. He went up and under and over the big fellow, Langwar, I think, and he took it cleanly. It was brave, but he's come down. Has he hurt himself, Johnny? He's winded. He's winded. He's winded, Johnny. He's fine. Good as gold, Hayden Brown. That was terrific stuff in the air, though. They've thrown everything. They've thrown the kitchen sink at him, Johnny, and the plumbing, and the hot water service. The up and under, Sean Ellis. Oh, after it bravely. Oh, Xavier Lopez into the path of Wilson. Chance Wilson powers it in. Kenny can't get the final touch. Well, the Warriors get one break back at the other end. It was ever so close. Javier Lopez then was living dangerously. Kenny is down, and you reckon it's a corner, Johnny?
Yeah, I think it was sort of charged down, and then it almost fell into Kenny's path, but I think it's a corner kick as the end result of that. We had Sean Ellis making a nice run into the hole there in the little gap there, and couldn't find him in the end.
Right now, Ellis is backing away towards the far side of the penalty area. Nobody's picked up on it. And in comes the throw. Kenny, J-Pen with no angle to work with, and it wasn't all that far away. But Lopez had it covered at the lake end of Lakeside Stadium on this Friday night. Kane Shepherd, the only goal of the game. It's still 1-0. Oh, Kenny looking for a big win in a battle with Wallen. But here's the break on at the other end. Alan Webb. Oh, Hayden Brown goes crash. Alan Webb goes bang. And it's a big M1 collision and a yellow card again going against Alan Webb, was it? I'm sure it was. And Hayden Brown. Well, look, it's a big boys contest, Johnny. You corral them in a little area like this. On a night like this with the pressure on, John, there's going to be some collisions along the way.
Well, that was one of the few times that South Melbourne have played in the ball behind the Heidelberg defence, and Alan Webb caught the break there, but he overhit his first touch, and that then led to that collision, and it was a pretty bad rash challenge, but you've got to give him credit for going for it, but in the end, a yellow card.
Half time, so they haven't got much to surprise us. Ellis. Oh, Kane Shepherd was neat. Kane Shepherd's left foot. Oh, the return ball for Ellis was on the money, but the defender just got his foot to it. Gee, that was hard stopping, wasn't it? And a bang and a crash. Well, he had the right idea and he had the right delivery. As AJ keeps Alan Webb. Oh, well played by the security guard. Not on that occasion. You on the list? No. Ellis ghosting away. Ellis, he's on. Ellis will score. Oh my lordy wordy me. It's his first touch of the game. And the flame-haired Scott makes it 2. Whoa, would you believe this on a Friday night? The Warriors on 78.
19, Sean Ellis.
Oh, Greg, you said that all he needs is a cameo.
And that's all.
And there it is, the long ball played through. AJ did brilliantly that time to rob Alan Webb of the ball. The long ball played forward and the South Melbourne defence got caught square. But didn't he keep his cool, Sean Ellis? And finishes with a typical Sean Ellis finish.
He doesn't. He's getting old, Shawnee Ellis. He doesn't need 90 minutes. he needs about 30 seconds, and he produces a finish like that may well mean, after pressure upon pressure building, there were body punches, head punches from South Melbourne all through this second half. They've weathered the storm, Johnny, on HUFC TV on a Friday night, and Sean Ellis, the flame-haired Scott, the factor, the magnificent one. And it'd make Sue stand up to attention, wouldn't it, Johnny?
Sue would have been absolutely tickled pink.
No, she'd be saying, why did I drop him? Oh, dear. I tell you what, I enjoy life, Johnny, when the Warriors... This has been a massive performance. Tonight. Don't underestimate what these boys have done.
Season defining, Greg, because, as we said, they were staring down the barrel of...
Pappas, he wants a bit of that. He's up for the contest, and it is it. Johnny, how about it?
Oh, yes, well, it was a back pass.
Who'd have thunk it, Johnny?
Oh, here we go.
Well,
You'd think with this now that we could frank the win, but
we don't know how
Well,
much
it'll be
time.
3-0.
We don't know how much time added on for stoppage. Kane Shepherd on 6, Shawnee Ellis on 70 something or other, 79th, and
academic though.
South Melbourne haven't lost here since Altona Magic late 2021. And all of a sudden, the Warriors are going to produce something quite extraordinary, quite momentous. So the Hellas players are gathered nervously on the line as Wilson's overlooking the footy. And Danny Dixon tried the pot shot. It'll cannon away for a corner that came off Norton. So corner to the Warriors. South Melbourne on their own patch almost inevitably. It was very deep into stoppage time. Kane Shepherd and Sean Ellis getting the goals to put the Warriors into this one, and that will be the final whistle on a night of high drama, big celebrations, boom, and we got explosions and thunders. And the boys have all waited, of course, for Josh Pinder. And look at AJ, he's out there, Johnny. This is terrific stuff. Danny Dixon. Yeah, no, it's good. There's only a handful of supporters. I know a lot of you watching on at home tonight. Oh, I hope you've really enjoyed this one. This was a big one. If you had to pluck a season out of the dunny, Johnny, this was the night to do it, and plucked it they have. With a 2-0 win. Kane Shepherd again. What are we pointing at, John?
Look, just milling around. This is what it means to them. It's a big win. It's always against a big win against South Melbourne, but just in the context of Katsakis, with George Katsakis with the 350th and Adrian Zara, the skipper, 150th, you couldn't have two better leaders to get behind and produce a performance of such valour and courage tonight. Fantastic performance.